In this emotional narrative, we dive into the story of James and Sarah, whose love story began like a fairy tale. Their wedding was a joyous celebration, and their life together was filled with happy memories. However, subtle changes in Sarah's behavior began to sow seeds of doubt in James's mind. Friends and family hinted at unusual behavior, leading James to investigate further. His world shattered upon discovering Sarah's affair with a coworker. Overwhelmed with shock, anger, and betrayal, James sought support from loved ones and began couples therapy with Sarah. Together, they faced the underlying issues in their marriage, leading to a pivotal decision point. Through intense, heartfelt conversations, they chose to rebuild their relationship, committing to forgiveness and open communication. Their journey of healing strengthened their bond, teaching them valuable lessons about love and resilience. In the end, they found renewed hope and a stronger, more committed relationship, ready to face the future together. Hello, my friends. I hope all you are fine. This is Narrative Stories channel. Let's start this story. James and Sarah's love story began like a fairy tale. Their wedding day was a joyous celebration, surrounded by family and friends who cheered for their union. The sun shone brightly as they exchanged vows, promising to cherish each other forever. Their honeymoon was a blissful escape, filled with laughter and intimate moments that cemented their bond. Over the years, they created countless memories, vacations exploring new places, family gatherings where their laughter echoed, and quiet evenings at home, sharing dreams and aspirations. James, a dedicated husband, and Sarah, a loving wife, built a life that seemed picture-perfect. James often reflected on how fortunate he was to have Sarah in his life. Their 15 years together were filled with mutual respect, deep affection, and unwavering support. They were partners in every sense, facing challenges head-on and celebrating successes with equal fervor. Their home was a sanctuary, a place where love and trust flourished. James's heart swelled with pride as he thought about their journey, the moments that defined their relationship, and the future they envisioned together. Little did he know, the foundation of their perfect marriage was about to be shaken to its core. It started with small, almost imperceptible changes. Sarah began staying late at work more frequently, claiming increased workloads and important projects. Her phone, once casually left on the counter, was now always with her, and she took calls in hushed tones. James noticed her paying more attention to her appearance, buying new clothes, and wearing makeup more often. Initially, he brushed off these changes, attributing them to her career ambitions and personal growth. After all, he trusted Sarah completely and had no reason to doubt her fidelity. As weeks turned into months, the subtle changes became harder to ignore. Friends and family occasionally hinted at Sarah's unusual behavior, their comments sowing seeds of doubt in James's mind. He found himself replaying conversations, analyzing Sarah's actions, and feeling an unsettling sense of unease. The loving, carefree moments they once shared were now overshadowed by suspicion. Determined to dispel his fears, James decided to investigate further. He hoped to prove his doubts wrong, clinging to the belief that their love was unshakable and that Sarah would never betray him. One evening, while Sarah was in the shower, James noticed her phone buzzing on the nightstand. He hesitated, then picked it up, intending to respect her privacy, but driven by an urgent need to know the truth. His heart sank as he read through the messages between Sarah and her coworker, revealing an intimacy that went beyond mere friendship. The shock of betrayal hit him like a physical blow. When Sarah emerged from the bathroom, James confronted her, his voice trembling with hurt and anger. At first, Sarah denied everything, but the evidence was irrefutable. Finally, through tears, she confessed to the affair. James felt as if his world had collapsed. The emotions were overwhelming: shock, anger, sadness, and an intense sense of betrayal. He couldn't understand how the woman he loved and trusted had been unfaithful. Sarah, equally distraught, explained how the affair had started: long hours at work, growing close to her coworker, and ultimately crossing a line she never intended to cross. She expressed deep regret, pleading for James's forgiveness. But James was lost in a sea of conflicting emotions, struggling to comprehend how their seemingly perfect marriage had reached this devastating point. In the days following the revelation, James felt a profound sense of isolation. Unable to process his emotions alone, he confided in his best friend, Mark. Mark listened patiently, offering a shoulder to cry on and practical advice. James also reached out to his sister, Emily, whose compassionate support helped him navigate the initial shock. Despite the comfort from loved ones, James grappled with the reality of the betrayal, his mind swirling with questions and doubts. The once clear path of his life was now clouded with uncertainty and pain. Desperate to understand the root causes of the affair, James and Sarah decided to attend couples therapy. Their therapist guided them through painful but necessary conversations, revealing underlying issues in their marriage that had gone unnoticed. Sarah admitted to feeling neglected and unappreciated, while James acknowledged his tendency to become absorbed in work, inadvertently neglecting their relationship. These sessions were emotionally draining, but crucial in uncovering the cracks that had led to infidelity. Slowly, they began to see a glimmer of hope, realizing that healing was possible if they were both willing to put in the effort. James stood at a pivotal crossroads, faced with the daunting decision of whether to forgive Sarah, remembered the love and happiness they had shared. On the other, the pain of betrayal was still fresh and raw. James knew that either choice would come with its own set of challenges and consequences. He spent sleepless nights contemplating his future, torn between his heart and his mind. In an effort to gain clarity, James and Sarah had a series of intense, heartfelt conversations. They revisited their past, discussing what had gone wrong and how they had drifted apart. Sarah was vulnerable and honest, expressing deep remorse for her actions and a sincere desire to make amends. James, though still hurt, found himself opening up about his own shortcomings and fears. These conversations were painful but necessary, revealing their true feelings and helping them understand each other better. Through this process, they both began to see the possibility of a path forward. After much soul-searching, James made the difficult decision to forgive Sarah. It wasn't an easy choice, but he believed in the strength of their bond and the possibility of redemption. Together, they committed to rebuilding their marriage, taking concrete steps to restore trust and intimacy. They set aside regular time for open communication, shared activities, and date nights to rekindle their connection. They also continued therapy, both individually and as a couple, to address their emotional wounds and prevent future issues. Gradually, they began to heal, their relationship growing stronger and more resilient. As time passed, James and Sarah found themselves in a renewed relationship, one built on honesty, transparency, and mutual respect. The scars of the past were still there, but they served as reminders of their journey and the lessons learned. Their love had been tested and had emerged stronger for it. They appreciated each other more deeply and made a conscious effort to prioritize their marriage. The future, once uncertain, now looked promising, filled with hope and a renewed sense of commitment. They had faced a tremendous challenge and come out the other side, ready to embrace whatever lay ahead. James often reflected on the journey of healing they had undertaken. He realized that facing challenges together had not only strengthened their bond, but also taught them valuable lessons about love and forgiveness. He understood the importance of resilience and the power of second chances. James was grateful for the support they had received and the steps they had taken to rebuild their marriage. He hoped their story would inspire others facing similar struggles, showing that it is possible to overcome even the deepest wounds with patience, effort, and a willingness to forgive. In the closing scene, James and Sarah are seen enjoying a quiet, happy moment together. They sit on their porch, holding hands and watching the sunset, a symbol of the renewed commitment and strength of their bond. The once stormy skies of their relationship have cleared, leaving behind a beautiful horizon filled with promise. Their journey has been one of pain and healing, but ultimately it is a testament to the enduring power of love. As the sun sets, they share a smile, knowing that together they can face anything the future holds. Thank you for being a part of Narrative Stories. Your support and engagement mean the world to us. We are committed to bringing you the best in storytelling. What kinds of stories would you like to see next? Share your thoughts in the comments below.